Hello, I'm Kyle Loxton, joined by Kyle, and you're now listening to the SoulInsights Podcast. Let it rain, be the forecast. C&K coming through with a new broadcast. UK raised at a show on the dog tag. Everything changed, but we always stay on track. Straight face in the place, yeah, I'm on that. Every week a new episode on tap. Same phase, new pace, better contact. Socials, SoulInsights Index. We follow that. Follow that. Follow that. Follow that.
Hello. Sound. Right, hello. We're going to review an album that came out today on the 1st of March. So that is the main topic.
Skrapz album, whatever it's called. I never
Reflection.
know. That one. Cool. Let's go into normal shite of the week.
Yeah.
So what is your shit of the week that's happened?
Weekly catch-up, yeah.
Fuck all. The football match got cancelled again, and the existence is pointless because of it.
Yeah, just rather than other than existing, I bought tickets to Catfish and the Bottlemen. They're doing a reunion thing some point in the summer, and we got tickets to Jackmate Big Fat Massive Hunt Tour.
Big Fat Massive.
Yes.
CUNT.
So that should be banter actually.
Yeah, something different to do again, and
yeah, exactly. Something jokes to do.
Cough cane fries.
And hopefully we will complete skiing next time you hear from us. Boom.
Yeah, that'll be Tuesday, won't it?
And that's it, sir. Anything happen banter football wise? Nothing?
No, just had training other than that.
Spurs? Man U?
Oh.
Jokes?
Man United lost to Fulham because they're banterous and then beat Norwich. Nottingham Forest, rather. I think Sevilla are shit. They are. I don't know what they did, to be honest.
Did you see Mike Goldbridge about Man U as well when he says when there was a shit on the carpet and this is everyone's just walking around it wondering why the rooms thinks it's shit? Get rid of it.
Kerala Blasters won. 2-0 down, 1-4-2. And Spurs, Richarlison's out for 2 to 3 weeks. I don't actually know what Spurs did. No, it was supposed to be Spurs versus Chelsea.
Right.
But it was the EFL Cup final, so Liverpool-Chelsea, and banter, Liverpool won that. So hopefully they don't win anything else this year.
Jokes.
That's that. Yep, cool.
Right, yeah, moving on. Music recommendation, we're going to do just a 4-minute topic. Yeah, it's just linked to it.
Cocktail first, because it's cold.
Yeah, sure. We'll go into Pina Colada is the cocktail this time, and it's just the origin, isn't it? So what actually is Pina Colada is a cocktail made of rum, cream of coconut, and pineapple juice. Usually served either blended or shaken with ice. It may be garnished with pineapple wedge. Drink originated in Puerto Rico.
And we literally have ice with a little pina colada mix, skinny pina colada mix, and some Bacardi.
Yes. And then we can either...
suck yourself.
We can either put it with lemonade if you want, or just drink it like that. Verdict. Verdict.
Nice. It's quite nice.
Oh, that's quite like that. So.
It needs to be made into a longer drink to make it a bit saucy.
I quite like that, yeah. You don't taste the coconut.
Yeah. But yeah, you'd put pineapple juice suspension.
I quite like that just like that, really.
Pineapple juice would be the main liquid in the drink.
Yes.
In my opinion.
We didn't have any.
And you'd probably be using Malibu instead of Bacardi, but obviously it's already got the coconut flavouring in it.
I wonder if that's too strong. You could probably do variations with it.
It would, because you'd probably have a few different things in there, wouldn't you?
Whatever you think, you can do your own version of it. I mean, obviously the original is the original.
Lemonade.
I quite like it as it is, to be fair. Maybe in a little bit. We always use lemonade. Great. Literally just dribbled some out. Yeah, so cool. So yeah, Pina Colada. It's obviously a more recognised cocktail.
Rating it on a scale of giraffe to monkey.
We'll go probably about an 8.4.
I'd probably call it a frog.
That's very nice. Very nice indeed. So it's quite nice, those little mixes.
Yeah.
Bye.
Right.
TV Film Game, mate. Coffee Game Press.
Exactly. I need to get to my notes because I've been on something else. Right. So, film is one. I didn't have one, and I saw this on Facebook just before we started recording. So it's called Spaceman, and it came out on the Friday, the 1st of March, I think. Adam Sandler film on Netflix. I've no idea what it is, and it's nothing like anything he's ever done before, apparently. So, But Adam Sandler films are banging.
Oh, right. They said that with Uncut Gems. I was like his most different film. Because it's actually a serious film that he was in. Did you ever watch that?
I think so.
Uncut Gems. But that's like the most serious film. Is it a serious film?
I don't know.
No,
I have no idea what it is.
Mm.
TV is Married to the Game.
Right.
Premier League players and their misses, and then obviously talking about how football's changed their lives and all that, I suppose. It's been out for a few weeks now, but I've been meaning to watch it because I've seen stuff online and it looks fucking jokes.
Yeah, fair enough.
Absolute banter. And game, I had this written.
Evil West.
I had this written down before you even fucking said that to me earlier. It's Evil West.
No, it's not.
In brackets, if we have to experience it, so do you.
Well, shit has made game.
Nope, it's a fantastic game and we highly recommend playing it.
We don't.
Especially if you have no will to live, because it will send you over the edge.
The best is when you said, it's a bit like Red Dead, this.
It is.
Famous last words.
He's got his shitty little hat on. I mean, it's in my mind, it's just as good as Red Dead 2 because I haven't actually played it.
You played that longer than Red Dead.
Played.
It seemed more of an insult.
Have I? I played Red Dead 2 Introduction twice, so that's probably like 10 hours.
Exactly. You couldn't even play it, you just played the intro.
Exactly. Played the intro.
That's
For
the most boring part of the game.
I've actually got further into Evil West. I actually proceeded with the campaign.
We're actually going to complete that.
Yeah, we are. Unless it crashes like it fucking constantly
Is that the actual
does.
game recommendation?
Yeah.
Okay.
As I said, if we have to experience it, so do you.
Okay. Well, we can shout out Crisis as well at the minute.
Oh, the
'Cause I'm going
remastered
for
trilogy. Yeah.
So, a bit of old school.
And then shout out PS3 Haze as well, because that was
Random.
fucking banter as well.
You are in Haze, if you're saying Evil West is...
Thatcher's Haze.
No. Best Thatchers? Rascal.
Best Thatcher's. I don't know.
You drink it more than me.
Spiced apple. Oh, that was
It tastes
beautiful,
like
that
piss.
one. You taste like piss.
I am pissed.
No, you're shit. No, you're not even a fart.
Oh yeah, think
Well,
you're the
that's
shit,
fucking
bitch. You're not even
a
the
fart.
Right, Dictionary of Skrapz, Chapter 2, The Interior Wilderness, defining who you are from the inside out. And the word is true holding.
True holding.
The act of trying to keep an amazing discovery to yourself, fighting the urge to shout about it from the rooftops because you're afraid that it will end up being diluted and distorted and will no longer have been created just for you.
There's no, I can't really expand on that. It is exactly what you said it is.
Yeah, you discovered something and you want to keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
You don't want to share it because it could just get ruined and become mainstream. It's probably like if you found, say if me and you found like a bang, like Nobody Saves the World, and then that became mainstream and everyone was playing it all over TikTok and me and you were just like, oh, it's actually a banging little game that me and you played.
It probably is a mainstream game. It's a mainstream indie game, that.
Yeah, probably.
Because obviously it's come out as one of the main games of the month, whatever month it was that came out on PlayStation Plus Extra.
It's a bit like that, isn't it? If you found something absolutely, like maybe a film or a program that you
Maybe
really liked is very
artist.
niche. Yeah, music, yeah.
And then all of a sudden they go mainstream and you're like, oh, fuck's sake.
But some
they
people
start
gatekeep
changing,
then,
don't
isn't
they?
Yeah, say if you found Logic, did you want it to go as mainstream as you did when we found him in Young Sinatra days? It would have been cool just to keep him like discovered then.
Yeah, but it helps them grow and it helps them do more.
Yeah, exactly. The true fans would
So
evolve. Wouldn't it?
you go along with the journey and respect what the artist is doing with it.
That's what people say of Suicide Boys, isn't it? They want to keep them 2015 era, isn't it? You don't let them expand into even doing their own thing.
So Evil West, you want it to stay as a banging little game.
Yeah.
You don't want it to get too popular and they might introduce stupid shit.
Well,
So the game could definitely not get any better.
right, main topic.
Oh, we're there already. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Right, Skrapz. What's the name of
Reflection.
it? Reflection. So
Bomb.
First playthrough thoughts.
Banging.
You thought it was banging. So
Yep.
as soon as you listen to it, you're like banging.
Yeah, straight away. 'Cause I like Skrapz. I know,
As soon as
I know
I-
exactly what I was getting myself into at Skrapz.
I listened to it the first time and I
never
ended,
touched it again.
and I was like, that was fucking shit.
Really?
Yeah. So why have I listened to that?
Skrapz is banging.
But then we'll go on to something else after we've talked about Skrapz anyway. But then I thought there's a couple songs in there that I was like, no, I had a good feel for them. I listened to it again and I must have been in a better mood because I did enjoy it. But for the first, because I listened to it at work, first like 3 hours of work, I was sat there and I was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to exist.
Yeah.
Nothing is entertaining me. All of it's a waste of time. So it was
Good.
like in one ear and out the other.
Yeah. Well, it's hard with Skrapz. It's Night Nines as well. I don't reckon they probably want to get compared too often. But it's very, it's probably quite niche. I couldn't compare Skrapz or them to sort of artists to anyone else. So you either like them or you don't really.
A line in one of his songs saying about how everybody was asking him about the album, when it's going to come out, how many tracks there are, how many times Nines is on it.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think they'll probably get compared a lot. I think they get on well, obviously, but you would say Skrapz and Nines. I'd always just think of it like that, which is obviously a bit annoying because you probably keep them to themselves. But
let them be their own artists.
Yeah, I think he's just different. It's just a different sort of music, wouldn't you think?
So
it's quite chill, I think.
I've put sounds different to other UK buddies.
Yeah.
But again, the same with that type of music. It does all sound very samey.
Yeah.
You can't necessarily tell one song ends and another one starts because they are quite similar from start to finish. It's not like you've got switch ups on the album, really.
Yeah.
It's one song sounds the same to another, really.
That's fair enough. I mean,
if you listen to this music, like this is kind of like your main genre of music.
Yeah.
You notice it a bit differently. Like, oh, actually, no, it doesn't sound the same because of this and this and this. But as somebody who doesn't really listen to it all blends in quite a lot. Not saying it's a bad thing, but
if you really like the artist, you probably really pay attention. And I probably quite like having him on as a background chill artist. He's just there playing. You know what I mean? So it's kind of
he's just there, sat in the corner with his ukulele, singing along.
Yeah, I like him for that. But like I said, I'd like him mainly for what you said, where he doesn't sound like any other UK artist, because quite a lot of them go down similar routes UK, and I find it really fucking a bit cringy, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of just the accents, just jokes. You have to be from a certain area in London for it to slap. Otherwise, it's like, what are you doing?
I'm going to say it's a bit like Dave, who didn't drop anything. I don't actually know if he was ever going to drop anything or if you just made it up, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I think he's meant to release an album, Santan.
Where it's meaningful lyrics, good beats, and a decent flow.
Yeah.
Whereas
it's just the lyrics, really.
Like, some UK music, the lyrics are a waste of time.
They're all football references, and it's just boring because it's always the same. I'm on the ball like Messi. It's like, that hasn't been said about 700 songs, has it?
It flows well, but there's no point to it.
Yeah, no point to it.
And the beats are like all right, but again, because there's nothing meaningful going into the lyrics, it kind of you focus on the beat too much, and then it's like, oh well.
Yeah, that's what I probably feel like. It's probably got to mean something what they're saying. That's why Dave stood out. Stormzy stands out a little bit, to be fair, because he went a bit more deep with his lyrics.
Yeah, but he went Gandhi. He went well weird with his last project, didn't he?
But I don't know. Who would you say is your top artists? Maybe do your top 5 UK artists, rappers.
I don't even know 5 of them.
I'm probably going to say 5, and then I'm always going to get told they all sound the same anyway. So I've just completely backhanded myself then. And so I would say, I'm trying to do it in order. Well, I don't know. Number 5, Krebs and Conan, 5, probably. I mean, they'll be their own artist, aren't they? Skrapz number 4.
Sounds the same.
AJ Tracey number 3.
Sounds the same.
Dave number 2.
Sounds the same.
Skepta number 1.
Sounds the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Tiny Temper, mate.
Yeah.
Tiny Temper.
Tiny Temper in his prime was banging. And he's sounded different, don't you think?
One.
Do you reckon he sounded different?
Yeah, because it's different. It's not UK music, is it?
Well,
it's
End-Ups
completely
as well.
Different genre.
That was their own genre. You either like him or hate him, really, End-Ups, isn't it? And I think that was their own sound, that's what I think of Skrapz. He's his own sound.
Tiny Temper's probably my number 1. I don't listen to enough UK stuff, I don't think, that I could name the rest. And if I actually went through like other UK artists, I'd probably pick stuff out. But I can't think off the top of my head because all I'm thinking of is drill and grime at the moment. So
yeah, and that's just
pointless. Pointless content, that.
So it's not for me. Yeah, like you said, we're both US sort of based in artists. So
yeah, and it's all the rage music now, isn't it?
So yeah, a lot of it's rage. Yeah, that's lyrics, isn't it? Fuck everything.
We like the foreign music. If you can count American as foreign, which I suppose you can, can't you, to us?
We could be on a Brazilian funk beat.
Could be on a Korean K-pop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Right, I'll ask you. Oh no, favourite songs.
So you rank it out of like 2 out of 10 then, first listen?
First listened, probably like a 1. Good. Giving it a Welcome to Forever is a 10 out of 10, and I can't think of something off the top of my head that's like a 1, to be honest.
Everybody.
No, because I don't mind that. I don't mind that project.
I don't mind it too. I wouldn't put it as a 1.
Thinking of that as a 10 and like a piece of shit on the floor as a 0, I'd put it as like a 5.
Fair enough.
Just because it was a good listen. In fact, I'd probably say 4. It was a decent listen, but I wouldn't sit there and listen to it again, really. Like, after this, I'm probably never going to listen to it again.
Yeah, like every other.
Like every other album review we've done. Even the N-Dubs one we did. I've never listened to that again.
We have to do at least some album reviews, I guess.
Yeah, I don't mind sitting there and listening to it in the first place and indulging myself. So
yeah, exactly. It's cool that you're just testing it and just seeing what it is. You never know, come banger. Probably like a 7. It's like you said, I don't completely love it.
Anything making your rotation?
I do like it. I need a break.
I should have done favourite songs first. Right,
playlist.
Going on to it. Favourite top 3 songs, not necessarily in order.
Need a Break, Motivational Speech, and I'm Yours.
Cuban Links, Motivational Speech, and I'm Yours. I'm Yours is the one that made me listen to it a second time. Is the one song that I thought, no, actually, I'm going to give it another go. Plus, I know we had to review it, so, you know.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll put I'm Yours on the music recommendation then.
Yeah.
SI Pod playlist on Spotify. Skrapz, I'm Yours.
Where he goes and says about the little bit of fat round her waist. Can't be saying that about your lady, mate.
Yeah, exactly. I don't say anything about a little... Yeah, I don't know what it was. Or I might come up and... Or I might pull up to you when you're working in your office and fuck you on your break.
Suck your mum's nake. Right, so I'm going to ask you a couple questions, then you can do your lyrics.
Okay.
How did you discover Skrapz? Because you mentioned this just now. So
AJ's walkout music.
What? Anthony Joshua?
Yeah, Anthony Joshua's... when he did a walkout song for one of his fights, it was Skrapz. I completely forgot the name of this.
Well, that's helpful then, isn't it?
Wait, I got it. Keep talking to you, dog. I've noticed straight away. It'll piss me off.
I've got questions. I can't really ask.
The album is 2015 and is They Ain't Ready.
Right. So
Skrapz, They Ain't Ready.
Talking about albums, then.
I thought it slapped, and I was like, okay.
How does it hold up to his other stuff? Have you really listened to his stuff? Like,
to be fair, I haven't actually heard his. I looked at it when it came out. I was like, I did not even know he dropped another album. Like 2021, 80s Baby. I didn't listen to that, so I don't know what that is. But in comparison to
anything you've listened to,
The End of the Beginning, which is the one I listened to a lot in 2015, it was quite similar to that. But They Ain't Ready.
Is it
The End
better?
of the Beginning. No, End of the Beginning is goated for me.
Right.
In Skrapz's discovery.
What do you actually like about it? Why is it this artist, and why do you like him? And what makes him stand out?
Real lyrics, to be fair. Like you said, it's just anything with lyrics. Like, I think I'm more a lyric person. Sometimes the beats are decent, but like you said, sometimes the beats can all sound the same, depending on what sort of artist you listen to. I mean, they could say it was Suicide Boys where all the beats aren't, but I like them too much. I think this is like some sort of cult following to that, isn't it? Where it's just like, but their lyrics are decent as well.
Even if it is about killing yourself constantly.
Decent lyrics.
Yeah.
But Skrapz is, I mean, part of it's obviously all about like jail time and stuff like that. It can't be relatable, but it's still, you can tell it's real. You can tell he's writing from a genuine headspace. So I quite like that. Respect that.
Respect, man.
So that's what were you? Nothing. Well, it's all for me, isn't it, these questions? So.
Well, I can answer it.
But you would have heard of him before, didn't you? I think you heard of Skrapz before, haven't you?
Yeah, I've listened to some of his stuff. I've never listened to like a full project. It's just random singles here and there. So I couldn't answer like how does it hold up to his other stuff and ranking anything. But yeah, it's cool lyrics, to be fair. Like they actually mean something, and the beats are decent as well, which you don't get on a lot of UK stuff. They do all sound the same.
They're quite chill, isn't it? I don't think he's an in-your-face artist, so he's quite nice.
It's a bit more Americanized, I think, with like especially the beats. It doesn't sound as British as some of the other stuff. Like grime or drill, you can instantly tell what it is. This is more of like a normal hip-hop beat, I think. Yeah. In my mind, these are our opinions. If you think they're trash, then you're trash.
No, I'd agree with it. So I'd say it's quite just chill out beats. I put them on the same level, possibly. I say like Lil Kana. Lil Kana's really chill, but like if you want to just mellow out a little bit, then I'd say put Skrapz on and chill out.
Right. I don't have anything else. So if you want to go through your butty little list of lyrics,
well. What are we saying on the pod? 5 minutes in? Let's go.
20.
20? Right, I've got a few then.
Maybe.
So, I didn't have the title of the songs on all of them, I don't think.
Fucking
let's just say them all. Yeah, but they probably won't know anyway. All these visions that I've got up in my head, I believe I'm able to achieve. I'm trying to provide my family with everything they need, because success only ever breeds jealousy and greed. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could probably do, what was it? If I do these lyrics, we tried to do it last album where, what would you have as a tattoo?
Right.
Or certain sentences that stick out to you, yeah? So we can leave that one as a pass, because I'll just say that. I'm in a very good position, thank the Almighty. Rightly so, because I've been through the rain, sleet and snow. I've been through the highs and the lows. Take it L, bet it back, and that's how it goes. It's like my heart's turned cold, but I never let my soul get sold. Trying to live to see my kids turn old.
That'd be a cool one. It's like I've never been cold. Heart's
turned cold, but I've never let my soul get sold.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
It's quite real lyrics though, isn't it? Kind of like defining what we just said about him. Yeah, exactly. I got graphic scenes that are stored in my memory.
Straight face tapes.
Banging lyric to be fair, isn't it?
Straight face tapes.
Exactly, straight face tapes. I thank the Lord for the blessings from above and tell my fans I appreciate the love. It wasn't easy coming up. I've done a lot of groundwork. It wasn't luck. I really got it out the mud. So again, he's worked for...
You should have said muck.
Isn't it? All this blood, sweat and tears that I've shed over all of these years, I could probably fill a bathtub. I'm getting older, plus wiser and smarter. I ain't trying to slow down, I go harder. I'm dressed in Christian Dior from my head to my feet because I heard that the devil wears Prada.
Yeah, pretty cool little play on words with the Dior and Prada.
You could probably do all this blood, sweat and tears that I've shed over all these years. I could probably fill a bathtub and then have someone with a toaster.
Yeah, I was going to say toaster.
With the lyrics like in a circle around it. Do you reckon? That'd be lit. Catch you slipping when you're coming out the shower with your towel on. Next thing you know, half an hour's gone. Now you're running late. I might pull up to your office, come fuck you on your break. You're one of them, all them other bitches hate.
Just have that tattooed just under your belly, just above your cock.
Yeah, exactly. You're 2 more than an 8, hands down, no debate. No makeup, just sheer butter glowing on your face. You're looking like a Coca-Cola bottle, how you're shaped.
Hey, then it goes on to the one I was on about.
I ain't worried about that tiny bit of weight around your waist.
Yeah, okay.
She said I'd never find another her. She's irreplaceable. Dashed a pillow at me when I said I'm fully capable. You know what I mean? Banging.
Don't do UK rap.
What? Yeah, fuck UK rap. Right, let's do... Good. They say you have to trust the process. You ain't made it yet, but you're making progress.
That'll be... Well, not the whole thing, but trust the process as a tattoo.
And then if you're religious, don't stress, put your trust in God. That's pretty good. But whether you're religious...
Well, I'll be goddamn, but God ain't real, so I guess it's just damn. Suicide Boys lyrics.
These are banging as well. Keep your cards close. Oh yeah, what was Suicide Boys lyrics where he says, if God made what was it? If God is real, how come we all suffer so much, isn't it? And then, pardon me, Reverend, but God is a sick one. Alright, keep your cards close to your chest. Don't let anybody know your next step, because not everybody's wishing you the best. Not everybody's got your best interests at heart. You got to roll the dice, but before you make your move, remember it's a game and you got to play it smart and you got to think ahead. Sometimes you got to take a sec so you can hold amends. So you can take accountability with no regrets and never let the opposition know what to expect. So it's like you keep them close to your chest. Life's a game. You never let them know your next step in that sort of regard.
Yeah.
Like a poker game, isn't it? Keep them all wanting to know your next move, but you never show it. Poker face.
Poker face.
It's pretty cool, like, comparison, I think. Isn't it? They say life's a game, but they never expand on that. And he's just like, well, it is a game, but fuck the opposition, you know what I mean? Just dashboard it. Lag out.
Put Walker right.
You have to eat even more when you got no appetite. Banging, to be fair. Having vision ain't enough. You got a pattern right and mind them grey areas too, because it ain't black and white. I mean, George the Poet has bars. He's another UK person that's really good. But he's like spoken word on a beat. So it's probably a bit different to you.
No idea who it is.
George the Poet's banging.
Oh, yeah.
They're throwing in the towel when they didn't even fight. They're hanging up their boots when they weren't even tied. When they was on the runway, they didn't take flight.
That whole song, especially that section of that song, is fucking banging, to be fair.
Yeah, bars, to be fair.
Yeah. Because that's motivational speech.
Yeah.
That one.
But that one's hanging up the boots and they're not even tied. You know, you didn't even put them on.
You haven't even put the effort in, so because
how can you hang it on?
It's about killing yourself, and before you've actually had the chance to do something. Essentially, like you could have done it, but you've taken the easy way out.
Yeah, exactly. I said like life isn't meant to be easy, sort of vibe, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
so
meant to be a
put the
struggle.
work in, and you can get to where you want to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Although it doesn't work for everybody. It doesn't work for most people, actually.
Because I think part of it's like when you make it, is down to luck as well, lucky placement.
Oh, yeah.
You can put in like mad hours of work. Like some artists, isn't it? You put in like 20 years of graft, and it's just like someone's just come into the scene and just gone straight through. And
just because they made some shitty little video on TikTok, like fucking.
I just don't
piss off, mate.
It's a bit wild down. So hard work can pay off, but then I think it's like when you make it through all that hard work, you got the Ricky Gervais mindset then, and then that what gives you the longevity. Where it's kind of like you've hardened your shell so much that you just don't give a shit, and when you are successful, when you got everyone pointing fingers and judging, you don't give a fuck anymore. Whereas like if you came through new, you're probably quite tender to that, isn't it? So I think it's worth you having a few years of grinding, and then you harden your shell a bit. Sometimes our freshest start comes from our darkest end, and rather than pour my heart aside just to bleed my pen, I've always been a go-getter, told to quit, no never. When people try to kill your dreams, don't stop and do better. Keep pushing through the dark times. A good brain beats a bad mind, and brighten up your mother's day because she gets to see her sunshine. Banging lyrics, but the banging ending to that song by Terrell the artist.
Again, whoever the fuck that is.
But a good brain beats a bad mind is, you know what I mean? But then that could be down to it's on you you're in control of your own emotions, aren't you?
Yeah.
So if you're in control of your brain, so to speak, you should hopefully be in control of your mind. Easier said than done. But
the mind
optimistic
is a
wise, isn't
place.
it? Yeah. But there are like ways, techniques, isn't it, to try and overcome certain things to like push away all the mind. And, I put my life into my book of rhymes.
That's a you tattoo, that.
It's pretty cool, isn't it? That's it.
Sounds. What would you rank his lyrics on a scale of 1 to 10?
He says the M word quite a bit, so I couldn't.
Yeah, so we've avoided those ones because we can't really say it,
but
can we?
He says like a few like jail bars and things, isn't it? Which I couldn't find relatable, but they probably make sense
to people who have experienced that. Yeah.
Cool. I'm more the emotional type, so anything emotional and motivational and stuff, isn't it? It's banging to keep you going through the shit.
Exactly. I don't have anything else to say on Skrapz.
No, it's banging.
Cool.
What do you reckon will be the next album review? What's our prediction?
I don't know. Logic.
Is he dropping something?
Supposedly he is doing I don't know if it's a listening party or if he's going to like tease bits of it at one of the Comic-Con events, which is the 15th to the 17th of March, I think.
All right.
So hopefully he doesn't release it then because we're not fucking here.
Yeah, exactly.
Last time not last time. Well, last time we went snowboarding, he released something, which was.
But then what we could do is like
3p.
Spend like all week playing it, snowboarding, and then do a proper review.
Yeah, but we could do a proper review after one fucking day.
Do a review out there. You just record the episode out there.
Exactly, just record it on my phone and upload it. Either way, we are doing that with Logics, but I think it'll be April when it comes out.
It's hard
because it's the follow-on from The Incredible True Story, I think.
Bang.
Which is it's that world, and it's all linked with that, and Babel and all that, and the space station. So I think it will probably come out around the release date of that. So it's 9 years on from when The Incredible True Story came out.
It probably would. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. He does something linked to the storyline, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But that's his best work. Unpopular opinion, maybe. Don't know. It's mine.
It's not unpopular opinion. Most people would say that's like up there. That's top 3 project.
Out of his mixtapes, obviously. I wouldn't. Welcome to Forever in that. I think it's on its own like vibe, but actual like production thing, isn't it? I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. And it's nice that most of the talking bits are in skits instead of at the end of songs, which is where College Park got let down.
And it's Bulletstorm dude.
Not let down, but
and it's Bulletstorm dude.
Yeah, and Lucy Rose.
I can tolerate that.
But anyway, this isn't a Logic review.
No, but like you said, sometimes with the album reviews, it's probably quite hard because we'll definitely have to go with the albums that you would recommend, because I'd probably listen to a lot more random stuff. And
until you get to ones like this where you want to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm just like, I'll vibe along with it.
The next one, which I think would be jokes for you, is Mike, because that's going to be really rogue for this pod as well, because he's a random artist.
Lovely.
But he's banging. And you never know, it could actually be like a hidden gem. So if you listen to this episode and you want to check him out and you actually like it, then it'd be cool that we were your initial seed of exploration. Discovery.
Very fancy word. Right, you wanted to mention it, so Schoolboy Q, obviously his album came out. What was it called?
Blue Lips.
Thoughts on that?
I didn't mind it. I quite like older Schoolboy Q, like Collard Greens and stuff. You know, when Kendrick was coming through as well.
What's the one with him with the ballet on as the cover?
Yeah. It's got
I think that's the only one I'd actually listened to, like, properly. And, I used to like his older stuff. And then he went a bit rogue with his last couple projects.
I never used to really listen to him. Oxymoron. That was it. Crash Talk was alright, actually. I remember listening to that with the dude with the paper bag on his head, 2019. But I never... he always used to be the featured artist. So every song that I used to listen to, he'd just be there. You know, like Bitches and Marijuana.
Oh, yeah,
cool,
Chris Brown and Tiger.
Yeah.
So... Apparently it's been 5 years since his last release.
Yeah, probably.
Was it worth a 5-year wait?
Would it have been from Crash Talk was his last one? Yeah, actually would have been. It's crazy. Blank Face LP. Should have listened to that.
Was it worth a 5-year wait? Was the album that good?
I'm not too fussed about it.
Because who gives a fuck about him?
But unless you're a fan, I guess. Because he'd have a big following. What's he got? See, 10.3 monthly listeners on Spotify.
10.3. I don't know how you get 0.3 of a person, but
he's got a lot. You know what I mean?
Mil.
He's been around for time as well, so he's obviously got a cult following. And I could imagine that sort of music being played in skate parks and stuff like that. You know, like background music?
Yeah.
That soul sort of stuff. So I'd play it in those settings. I don't know if I'd actually just listen to it on a playlist with earphones in on a coach or something.
So I listened to it, and from the very first 30 seconds, I thought, this is fucking shit. And I hated the experience. I listened to the whole thing, and I fucking hated the experience. I was so bored. I was in a weird mood this morning, so maybe if I listened to it again, I'd have a different mindset, but nothing about it gripped me into wanting to. It seemed slow. There didn't seem to be much into it kind of thing. I've seen on Twitter, somebody said, oh, was it worth the 5-year wait, which is why I've asked you. And everybody in the comments, oh yeah, amazing. Yeah, definitely worth the wait and da-di-da. And then you've just got the odd person every now and then that goes, nah, it was fucking shit, mate. Why did I wait 5 years for that kind of thing?
But then he's probably got the cult following, like you said. So
if you listen to him, then obviously, yeah.
It's
but
like
I couldn't get into it.
What would you think of Kendrick Lamar's new album? Did you ever listen to that?
No.
Because they would all say, was that worth the wait? And that's, again, split decision. It depends whether you really like him or...
Yeah, what was it? Was it Drake's where it was a massive wait as well?
Yeah.
And was it worth the wait?
Well, J. Cole's as well. Unless to see J. Cole's dropping an album.
Unless you are somebody that listens to them religiously, you can't really answer it, I don't think.
Music taste is really different, isn't it? You've got your own... I could listen to it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say I hate it. It takes a lot for me to probably hate it. So it depends what they're rapping about. If it's like really controversial stuff or weird topics that they're saying, it's like, well, it's a bit random, that song, isn't it? But I could listen to Schoolboy Q's. Again, it'd probably be a background thing.
Yeah.
So I'd say my top on that is Lovebirds, Ohio, and Foe. I think it's Foe.
I couldn't tell you what any of them sounded like. Literally the whole album just blended into one massive pile of wank to me. Again, no offence if you like him or if you are him, but I just couldn't fuck with it. I didn't vibe with it. It's not really my type.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
Yeah, so no hate.
No hate on a plate.
Right, that's that done. So new music, which includes half the shit we've talked about.
Yeah, so new music albums. Obviously it's Skrapz, Reflection, Schoolboy Q, Blue Lips. Ian Dior, Blind. Your recommendation on that? You said that was probably your best listen. We're going to do that after this, aren't we? What you'd recommend, I guess. Singles, Mike, Sunfalls, AM and PM, Drex Carter, Beautiful Beats, Just What I Needed, Call Me Stevie Ray, 90s, Drift, Machiavelli God, BTW, Charlie XCX, Von Dutch, Fred Again, Little Yachty, Over Mono, Stay In It, Skepta, Portable, J5, Tony Montana, 21 Pilots, Overcompensate, Heady One, Socials, Brucey, Wild, and Cardi B, Like What, Freestyle.
And I'm just going to add in Joey Valance and Bray, John Cena. And I'll add one in a second.
John Cena OnlyFans.
John Cena OnlyFans. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out because it's fucking banter. Right, yes, that's new music. So now the question. Project of the week for you.
Skrapz. Reflection.
Right, okay. So Ian Dior Blind EP for me.
I haven't actually listened to all that. I need to check that out.
Cool little listen. And single of... wait, no, we didn't do one new music thing. It is... Logic Fear Slushy remix, which I liked, and to be honest, it sounded better than the original. Hating on the original because I liked it, but it sounded cool. It was different. So
I think I've had like 10 seconds on an Instagram reel.
Right, single of the week.
Mine.
That's not mine. No,
mine is 21 Pilots, Overcompensate.
Oh yeah, they released something, didn't they?
Yeah, that's a good song.
No, mine isn't even on the new music because I thought I'd leave it. I was going to say it. Just Juice, Mercules, and High Res. Found out.
You like your high res, don't you?
Just Juice, to be honest. If it was high res, I wouldn't have said it. But Just Juice makes his stuff banging. Like his album recently was banging.
Yeah, you'll have to keep an eye on whether they released an album. Was that recent?
Who?
Recent, Just Juice.
Just Juice has released an album recently. Yeah.
If high res do, I'd love to do that, isn't it? Because that'd be more your sort of listen, but I can tolerate it.
No, because I wouldn't want to sit here and necessarily mess around with the stuff that he raps about.
Jokes, isn't it?
Right, Up in Flames. It was 12th of January
of
this year. So
it won't be a while. So there we go. What would you check out? Call Me Stevie Ray was decent. Mike's obviously Mike, awesome. So yeah.
Oh yeah, Joyner Lucas had a new song out as well.
Charlie XCX's one. The beat's actually quite sick. It's like a dance beat.
XCX,
it's like a remix on it. It seems like
mainstream shit, isn't that?
Mainstream shit.
Exactly. Sorry, I'm just going through deleting all the wank from my
fact and joke, mate.
Music.
Fact and joke.
Right, fact and joke. So
straight face.
I'm gonna start doing a topic. So we'll have a topic that is the joke and the fact are both about this certain topic or thing.
Okay.
Right. So today it is ducks. Because why not? Folk or jacked?
Jacked.
That's fact, right? It's quite long.
What? What do you say? Folk or jacked?
Folk or jacked, yeah.
I thought you said like for a duck, a folk duck or a jacked duck.
Oh no. Right. So, fact.
Yep.
Did you know that duck penises are shaped like corkscrews? They are stored in sacs under their bodies. But when a duck penis is erect, it can become up to 20 centimetres, which is 8 inches long. That's about a quarter of the length of the animal's entire body. That's well above average. Average is like 5.
Imagine getting outdone by a duck.
Yeah, imagine how thick it is. It's probably like fucking like silly string. To put that into perspective, that would be like a human having a forearm-sized member. To make this even more bizarre, it's helpful to know that 97% of bird species don't even have a penis. To make things even worse, the penises of ducks are sharp and full of backwards pointing spikes. They are specifically made to stab into the female duck painfully. The spikes dig into the female duck's vagina like 100 sharp hooks to prevent escape.
Isn't like quite a lot of animals have that sort of vibe though?
I think there's some of us, yeah. Also, a difference between the penis of a mammal, such as a human, and a duck is that a duck everts his penis directly into the vagina instead of getting an erection before sex. The male duck just mounts the female and then stabs her in one motion, as though using a grappling hook. Never did I think I'd say the word penis and vagina so much on this podcast.
Damn. And duck version.
Duck version. I mean, ducks are cool. So.
Remember when you looked out the window, you saw a chicken getting
molested by a duck.
Lad. You never think you'll wake up seeing that.
Now we're on to our jokes. Right, so I've got 2. There was some more, but they were wank. Did you ever hear about the poor duck who had plastic surgery for his face? He couldn't afford the bill. Daffy didn't mind that he lost the swimming match against bugs. It was like water off a duck's back.
Banter.
So shit. If you like shit jokes and shit facts and more shit, go and check out our last podcast, episode number 74.
Probably be the next
shit
episode
jokes,
as well.
Facts and more.
It'll probably just be the next episode as well.
The title for this one, shit, because all we've done is review shit in this.
We're done. We'll end it on that.
Thank you.
Tune in next episode
for some more shit.
Toodaloo.
Thank you for listening to another episode. You can find us on all streaming platforms under the SoulInsights Podcast. Please leave us a rating and review. Check out our socials, the SI Index,
TikTok and Instagram,
the SoulInsights Index,
YouTube,